Making a game on the scale of Halo takes hundreds of people with different skills, a singular vision, and time. Lots of time. But before a game reaches store shelves, the team must create thousands of assets that are tracked in 2-week deadlines we call sprints. 343 Industries invites you to join us on our journey, creating Halo 5 Guardians from the ground up. One painting, sound, and line of code at a time. This is the sprint.
One, two, three.
Guardian.
All right, one more time. Right. 1, 2, 3, and
Guardian ne kayo rakeyo emata reima domain udo jado.
Great. Yeah. Sounds awesome.
We're the actual actors in the game singing it, and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
prog is the score.
Score. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I wanted to have all skill level singer within the studio.
Because it's sort of like we're just like the average dudes at the church.
Yeah.
Just trying to sing
Yeah.
as best we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lyrics is basically about like the Covenant doesn't want the Guardian to be woken up. They want to have Guardian rest in peace. Okay, here goes the last line. 1, 2, 3, and
Guardian bekuya noranka shaoyo teishi domain udo jado.
one more time, 3, and we're doing the second round of the choir session today. We have 30 singers, I believe. So we'll be doing 6 tracks, and we'll be doing a lot of the themes, including the Halo choir. I used a piano motif that's used in Halo 3, and I rearranged based on that. Can we change the crescendo?
Yeah.
Not here, but in these
Starting
4
here.
bars. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long should be for 2 bars?
Yeah,
Tam se.
2 bars. Yeah.
Dvoutaktové
Yeah.
crescendo, 11, 12 crescendo z mezzo forte, na 13. tak do forte.
Pozor, prosím.
It's 11:30 right now, and we have flight at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then arrive in London, and then we have session starting at 10:30 tomorrow. So hopefully I get there in time. And,
It's really interesting to see how game music has evolved. You know, when I first started out, a friend of mine was working for games, and he's literally, he had like 128K worth of memory he was allowed to use because there was just no memory. And now, look at us, we're in Abbey Road Studio 1 with a full symphony orchestra. I've worked on Well, I think I'm up to my 137th film as we speak, just about to do my 138th. So yeah, I've worked on a lot of movies. I think the difference really in a video game score is, I mean, for a start, there's an awful lot more music. You tend to have like very, big, long, dramatic themes, whereas in a film, maybe you have one or two of those. You have like an end titles and your opening titles, and maybe one big action scene. But we've done 5 of them. So it's everything is kind of bigger and longer, and so much of gameplay is action. So you might have like 20 action scenes or 30 action scenes, and then you have all the play out movies which have like these big dramatic things. I mean, gorgeous cello solos and fantastic dynamic stuff, and tonight we put the brass on as well. It's just a great sounding room, it's amazing. And this was the template for pretty much all recording studios. A lot of the scoring stages in Los Angeles were based on Abbey Road Studio 1, which is where we're sitting now. Studio 2 just over there, where the Beatles did all their stuff. So it's a real historic building. But what I love about it is it's not a time capsule. It's working every day. Plus it's got world-class facilities and world-class engineers and assistants. Yeah, it's a nice office. Kazuma did a lovely arrangement of the original Halo theme, but he's changed the chords and it's very clever. I think it's nice that every composer who comes to it pays homage to it in some way and quotes the theme. It's kind of like the James Bond theme, if you like, in movies. If you score a James Bond movie at one time or other, you always put the theme in. And it's funny enough, after this, I'm going to work on Mission Impossible 5. And again, you quote the Lalo Schifrin theme because you pay homage and continue the legacy.
So this is our 4th trip to record at Abbey Road Studios. Over 3 days, we'll record percussion, piano, strings, and brass. This is Nobuko, our orchestrator, score producer. And this is Tan, our music copyist. We actually went to the same college. We all graduated from Berklee College of Music. We 3 started working together during Halo 4, 117Q. At 20th Century Fox, my first orchestra recording experience. This is what I look at when I compose. So what I do is an orchestra mock-up using synthesizers and pianos, like orchestra samples. Here on the score, this is what she did. She basically transcribed what I did by listening to it. And then she added dynamics and then phrase marking.
All instruments.
Yeah, she does that for all of the instruments. She's in Tokyo, so we're a very remote team. In the end, we do have almost 90-piece orchestra in the end.
And then once we have a final score ready, then the other part is to do a part extraction. There's a lot of detail involved.
Even the taping for the score, right? If you see the backside, you can see that all the pages are found here, which makes the page turn really easy. So organized. We have Master Chief back in Halo 5. So I was reading the story leading up to Halo 5 about Master Chief and Blue Team, and I thought that was a perfect place to bring the 117 motif in a different arrangement. Working title is Blue Team. Overall, it's getting really nicely.
Yeah.
Just a few changes. Again, on the violins, I would try doing the slur over these eighth notes so that it has a smoother connection. And also, the top C from the main strings gets really quiet against those F sharps. So.
Okay, just a couple of little things. We need another one anyway. Just a little more legato at the end of 77 into 78. Apart from that was really good.
Thank you and good night.
How many microphones will you actually have live during this recording?
3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16? 16, yeah. It's overkill, but yeah.
Get the Xbox One Limited Edition bundle.